Welcome back, Classic Gamers, and thanks for viewing Jay the Classic Gamer's game review of the 1985 classic game Pinball by Nintendo for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Nintendo's Pinball was released as part of the Nintendo Action Series. It was the first of only a handful of pinball video games released on the Nintendo Entertainment System. I've never been a big fan of pinball video games, but I'm a huge fan of real pinball. There's nothing like standing in front of the machine, hitting the shiny silver ball, hearing all the different sounds of the flippers, bumpers, bells, whistles, and the loud knock that the machine makes when you get a replay. Pinball video games fail in a major way to reproduce that experience for the gamer, but Nintendo's Pinball is actually a very good game. This is a 1 or 2 player game using alternating turns, and has 2 versions, Game A and Game B. The only difference between the games is that Game B's ball moves faster. The object of the game is to avoid losing your ball, and to get the highest score by hitting the ball into various slots, bumpers, holes, lanes, targets, and ramps for the maximum points. The game has 3 sections in it, the upper section, the lower section, and the bonus section. The controls are very simple. Hit the A or B button to launch the ball, then hit the A or B button to swing the right flipper. Hit any direction on the control pad to swing the left flipper. When you're in the bonus section, hit left or right on the control pad to move Mario back and forth. What I really like about Pinball is that it's a very fun game, and can be very addictive for some gamers. I also like the physics in this game. The developers did a great job on making this game as realistic to a real pinball machine as they could have back in 1985. I only have a few complaints about this game. The first complaint is that sometimes you can launch a ball into play and never even get to hit it with the flippers, and it somehow ends up going right down the gutter. This can ruin a good game real quick. My second complaint is that the developers did not add a tilt feature. All they had to do is make the select button shake the screen a bit, so then you might be able to save a ball every once in a while. The last complaint is once again the lack of music in this game. It only has 2 tunes that play. One's on the title screen and one's in the game when you do something spectacular. Neither one's very good, and the sound effects aren't very good either. I wish Nintendo would have taken the extra time to add music in the earlier games. It would have made them a lot better. In the upper section, if you hit the ball through the left ramp, it makes the seals bounce balls on their noses, giving you 100 points each time. Also try to hit the target counter just left of the 100-point bumper. It starts off at 100 points and goes up 100 points each time you hit it, maxing out at 1,000 points. And if you go through the right ramp, it spins the slots. Now hit the slot target when it's over the slots to stop them. Try to match the 3 3s, the 3 7s, or the 3 penguins for extra bonus points and a block post between your flippers. In the lower section, if you hit all 7 targets on the left side, it opens an exit on the right, so you can launch your ball back to the upper section. If you reveal all the cards at the top, it rewards you with bonus points and a block post between your flippers. If you manage to change the 3 eggs above your flippers into chicks, you're rewarded with 2 side gutter blockers. But if the ball hits them once, they disappear. And if you hit the ball into the hole in the upper right, it takes you to the bonus section, where Mario must save Pauline by hitting the ball off the platform into the numbers, changing their colors, and collapsing the floor underneath Pauline. Catch her when she falls and safely carry her to either exit on the left or right for bonus points. Do this as many times as you can. Always try to keep your ball in the upper section, since the only way to lose a ball is when it goes down the gutter in the lower section. There's 5 ways to get from the lower section to the upper section. Hit the ball up the left ramp, hit the ball off the left wall and hold up your left flipper, hit the ball off the right wall and hold up your right flipper, open the exit and launch your ball back up, and hit your ball in the bonus section hole. When you lose your ball in the bonus section, it launches your ball back to the upper section. Once you reach 50,000 points, you're granted an extra ball by the video gaming gods, but you can only get one per game. At 100,000 points, your flippers will turn invisible, but don't panic, they will return once you reach 150,000 points. So this concludes my video game review of Pinball. I have to score this game a very good 7.5 out of 10. It's a fun game to play every once in a while for about a half an hour or so, and is a must-have for any true classic gamer.